EFF has lost its application for leave to appeal a defamation ruling in favour of Trevor Manuel. It was dismissed by the South Gauteng High Court in Johannesburg. Reporter Govan Whittles is with Manuel's lawyer for some reaction now. Govan, can you tell us what's next? Does the EFF have any further recourse, or is this the end of the road for them?
Well, the decision to dismiss the application for leave to appeal essentially means that the initial order granted against the EFF is now in full effect, and the party is now in a position where it would either have to petition the Supreme Court of Appeal within the next 24 hours or oblige by the order. But let's get more details on this. I am joined now by the partner at Trevor Manuel, Pooja Dela. You're, of course, the representative for Trevor Manuel. Thank you so much for your time. Let's begin with the reaction from Trevor Manuel to this application for leave to appeal that was dismissed. What has he said?
Thank you, Govan. I think we and Mr. Manuel are very happy with the judgment. It's a very thorough and well-reasoned judgment. So he's quite happy with the outcome.
All right, and the EFF, of course, took exception to many facets of the judgment. What was your opinion of their application for leave to appeal?
It was a very all-encompassing application for leave to appeal. The EFF took issue with each and every statement made by the judge. Ultimately, the court on the leave to appeal application found that the EFF had failed to discharge its case by demonstrating why the orders were not appropriate.
And what would happen now?
Well, the EFF now has the option to petition the SCA. The judgment is in full force and effect, having the leave to appeal having been dismissed, and we have not yet heard whether the EFF intends to petition the SCA.
And what are the orders that the EFF would now have to oblige by?
There were a host of orders, 6 in total, the main ones being that there was a declaration of falsehood or falsity. The statements were defamatory, that the EFF would have to retract and publicly apologize on each of the media platforms to Mr. Manuel, that being the EFF website and Twitter, as well as the fact that the EFF are now interdicted from making similar statements against Mr. Manuel. The big order was that they must pay Mr. Manuel 500,000 rand in damages, and that was the effect of the order.
And in the application for leave to appeal, of course, this relates to their statement on the SARS Commission and its appointment of Edward Kiswetter. They had said that the amount of 500,000 rand was too high and that they had sought other case studies before where the defamation damages were awarded at 12,000 rand. But Mr. Manuel says that he doesn't intend on keeping this 500,000 rand. What will he do with it?
Well, as he's indicated in the past, he intends to donate the full amount to charity, and it has been publicly stated that one of the charity will probably be to benefit those people who lost everything in the VBS saga.
The EFF has said that this case has broader political implications, especially considering what they may or may not say about representatives of public institutions. What do you think the significance of this case is?
I think, as we argued in court, is that this was a very simple case. The judge struck the correct balance between the right to freedom of expression, which everybody has by virtue of the Constitution, but that speech has to be constrained by the laws of defamation and the Constitution itself. So it's a very significant victory because it clarifies what the parameters are for speech and what's not allowed in terms of the law of defamation.
Thank you so much. That's Pooja Dela, partner here at Trevor Manuel, of course, the legal representative for Trevor Manuel. So, if the EFF does not submit within the next 24 hours its papers to the Supreme Court of Appeal applying for leave to appeal that judgment, it would have to apologize to Trevor Manuel for making those defamatory statements about his relationship with Edward Kiswetter regarding the appointment of the new SARS Commission. Of course, the judge, Matujane, had found that the EFF defamed Manuel when they claimed that the process in appointing Kiswetter was corrupt and that he had a corrupt relationship with Kiswetter, and has now ordered them to apologize and pay Manuel in damages. We're due to hear from the EFF within the next few hours whether or not they will be able to submit those papers today. Otherwise, these lawyers could demand the money from the EFF as early as today.
Thank you very much for that update, Govan Whittles.